Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday, February the 16th, 2025. It is amazing, man. We are over one half of the month is gone um, in February. It's absolutely amazing. I feel like time is just flying, really just, it's just moving too fast. Hope everyone's doing well. I had a very odd day yesterday. Completely smashed my day yesterday. Got nothing done. Um, and that's probably what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about a little bit about confusion today. Um, you guys ever get confused? It's amazing, people look at other people and they don't think they get confused. Um, it's amazing how we are so critical and judgmental and really wrong. I'm usually wrong about these things. Um, when I look at other people and I don't think they're ever confused, um, that's most certainly not true for me. Um, and so, and we touched on this a little bit last week when we were talking about I am and I am not, um, and doing these tricks, right? These little hacks. Um, just want to make sure that everyone can hear me, okay? Because I've literally spoken before and nobody could hear me. You guys hear me okay? Looks like it's okay. Uh, Heads up, by the way, somebody evidently hacked my Twitter account. They're claiming that I have a Gary coin. I have no Gary coin. I have no interest in a Gary coin. Um, and so if you're getting spammed with something, I've changed my, I don't even know how somebody got my account. It's a little odd, but somebody about 30 minutes ago evidently hacked it somehow or another. I've changed the password, so we'll see if that helps. But I am not scamming you. I'm not running a meme or a coin. So, excuse me. Here's a little example actually of Andrew Lewis on X says, "Hey Gary, it appears you've been hacked." Um, and he said, "Actually, don't fall for it." And then there's other people. I've been receiving the second accounts for a lot of speakers and spaces I've been in regarding Bitcoin. I just delete them. People are sending me memes of shooting at me because I launched a coin. People say, "You realize he wasn't actually hacked, right?" Uh, it says making a community telegram. So this is the, wow, it's 6 minutes ago, making a community telegram and starting a space session soon, Gary, on Gary dollar Gary sign. Uh, wow. Interesting. Okay, well, that'll be something I get to deal with today. But um, if anybody pretending to be me, acting like me, sounds like me, looks like me, is asking you for money, asking you for anything, it is not me. Okay, please don't fall for that. It's one of the huge reasons I hate doing this stuff. Like people just start taking advantage. How draggy is this? Big Chief, can you let me know? Big Chief or Dinos or um, I can't deal with the security settings right now. What I need to deal with is this show live. It's really bouncy. Um, Jeremy, you're saying it's dead? You can't even see me?
No, we can hear you. It's just it keeps buffering and shutting out. The picture goes away and the sound goes away.
Okay. If it keeps doing it, I'll shut it down and maybe start over. I don't know
Okay.
why I would be doing it. I'm hardwired into. It's really weird. All right, buddy. Well, thank you for the input. I'm going to pop you back down now.
Yeah.
Um, see if I can get back on this. Get back on my Sunday church. 5 minutes before the church starts, I get this hack on Twitter. Sorry, I'm confused. This is life, though, right? This is what happens in life. Um, so if you remember, we've got 1,000 people in the room, so that's cool. 1,300 people. Hello to M, John Schneider, Dinos, Big Chief Energy, Lori Del Regno. Yowzer's always here. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here. When I started this morning and last night, I was thinking about what we're going to do today, and I had a really weird day yesterday. One of those days where you're like, you ever get a day where you're just like, you feel like you're almost a fake. You know, you feel like, man, I don't even know what I'm doing. I talk about all this stuff that I'm doing, and I'm trying to be a better human being, and uh, all these things, right? That like I am a good human being. I try to do the best things, and then it only takes a few little things to really it does, not a few things, but at the right time, you get these curveballs. People let you down. In fact, I remember about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I was in my art room and I said, I don't know why I have these crazy thoughts, but I was like, okay, you have 1 year to live. You have 365 days to live. Let's play a little game. You have 365 days to live. What are you going to do, dude? What are you going to do with the next 365 days and 23 hours and counting, right? And I was like, wow, that's a heavy duty question. Did not think one thing about business, didn't think about money, didn't think about any of that crap, which is really, really interesting. Spend all your life trying to build something, play this little game that we play, and you got 365 days left of your life, and that's the last thing you think about. Pretty interesting, right? Might be good for everyone. Although I will say I think it's a very difficult exercise, the 365-day exercise. Um, what am I going to do? I only have 365 days left. Truth is, I might die this morning. I could easily, you know, I'm going to go one day. You're going to go one day. We're all going to like leave this planet. We're going to leave alone. We came in alone. And this is one of the things that when I get maybe down is the right word, down or confused. I just go back to this is going to be my confusion day for church. And it's not something I don't think we talk enough about. I mean, who wants to talk about being confused, right? What is confusion, by the way? Do you guys know what confusion is? Because sometimes I think clearing definitions is a really good practice for me anyway. Let's see what confusion says. And what did any philosophers ever say about confusion? I'm starting to believe that philosophy may be something we should study more, right? Like, really. I think it's actually like the older I get, the more I think, the more I'm like, wow, man, the just basic principles and beliefs. But confusion is generally defined as a state of disorientation where one feels puzzled or uncertain about something, a lack of clarity or understanding regarding a particular situation, concept, or set of information, a mixing up or jumbling of thoughts or facts leading to difficulty in making decisions or forming coherent opinions. Philosophers, Plato said the Republic discusses confusion in terms of ignorance or lack of knowledge. He posted education moves us from the shadows of confusion in the cave to the light of understanding. So read that. The education moves us from the shadows of confusion in the cave to the light of understanding. Aristotle said might view confusion as failure in achieving the mean between excess and deficiency in understanding or judgment as part of his doctrine of the mean. Immanuel Kant says, would perhaps see confusion through the lens of his categories of understanding, where confusion arises when sensory data cannot be properly synthesized into coherent knowledge. Nietzsche said that symptom of conflict between the Apollonian order and clarity and chaos and passion. Wow. Order and clarity as it conflicts with chaos and passion, elements in human life, leading to a creative or destructive tension. There we go. Confusion. See, this is why I like reading things. Confusion leading to a creative or a destructive tension. Interesting, right? So the confusion, it could be, in fact, I'm going to own it as a blessing. Like, why wouldn't we, the confusion, although it's unsettling, if I work through it, right, I become more clear and I break through that confusion. There must be some inner tension between part of what I want to do and another part of what I want to do and be. And that's why I think doing the I am and the I am not is so, so, so important. So for you guys that don't remember, I believe the two most powerful words in the human language, I guess I got to say English. I don't know how you say this in German, but is I am. And the second session we did of these 19 sessions, these church sessions, for lack of a better word, we talked about, hey, look, if you can write down I am, especially like for me, this is something that children, like you should be doing with your children when they're 4 or 5 years old. You should be, the school should be doing this with the children every year. It should be a part of their core curriculum till they leave college. I am not, I am. I am a banker. I am a great man. I am a great leader. I am a great teacher. I'm a great. I am brilliant. I'm a billionaire. I'm a plumber. I'm a rocket scientist. Whatever the I am is real for you. See, I think that's where the confusion lies. I don't know what I'm supposed to be. And I think it can become confusing if you're no matter where your category for IQ is. I think it could be very, very confusing, right? Because if you're really low on IQ and you don't have any understanding about a business, and not your fault, but if I'm in confusion and I don't fully know who I am, I'm most certainly going to remain in confusion. And so by doing this, I think I brush off confusion, right? I brush off, and where does the confusion come from? Especially on the I am a leader. I am a great teacher. For instance, I probably since I was 28 years old, for some reason, I just said, I'm going to be a good teacher. I didn't like many of my teachers. And I thought it was a shame that people couldn't teach better. It doesn't make sense to me. Maybe maybe we were just all confused, or maybe we just teach from our own perspective, and we can't get into the other person's head and beingness and teach and communicate in a way that they can understand. Most certainly, as I even say all this, the ability to teach has to be one of the greatest gifts that humanity has. Let me just say that again, right? I think the ability to teach, and I've never said this before or even thought about it, but teaching may be one of the greatest gifts that anyone could possibly have. I mean, what better tool would we have if we had exemplary teaching? Like if we really went out of our way to want people to understand what we're communicating about. So that's interesting to me, right? So, and I know I'm bouncing all around. This is going to be a weird Sunday morning. I'm just going to make the decision. It's going to be a weird Sunday morning, and whatever you decide things are going to be, they're going to be. So, welcome to Confusion Church with Gary, Church of Confusion with Gary. If I don't confront my idiosyncrasies, my oddities, my weaknesses as a human being, my frailties, my misunderstandings, I don't know how I can get better. Okay, it's just all of us walking around pretending to be rich, famous, smart, knowledgeable, experts. Like, quite frankly, does anyone really care? I don't have anything more suited, more boned up, more organized than anyone else. The sad thing is, I look around and go, damn, man, nobody looks organized to me. I mean, it looks like a complete shit show out there for the most part. So I'm sitting in a paint room one day about 3 weeks ago. I don't know why the thought came to me. 2:00 in the morning, I'm like, hey, if I only had 365 days, what would I do? And the answer was, I would paint. I would call my kids up. I would call my lawyer up, and then I would paint. Like, I didn't think about working, didn't think about adding Bitcoin. I said, wow, I'd paint for the next 364 days, full on, dude. I just paint. Now, I don't know why I said that, because I haven't painted very much since then. This happens, by the way. Like, what I'm sharing with you will happen to you. Okay. This is just what happens when you start down this journey of wanting to know more. I want to know more, man. Like, I do not want to go. I don't want to end this planet, this experience, and go, oh, wow, I made a bunch of money. Like, really? That's what I came here for? That's what I learned? I don't want that. I mean, it's cool, but I got to learn more than that. This is why, look, I got to learn more than that, right? So I think the confusion may actually be good. It may be so disconcerting. So disconcerting that it pushes me into action, or it pushes me into total don't do anything or do something stupid, numb the pain, right? Numb the confusion. That's not going to work. Numbing the confusion isn't going to work. What's going to work for me, writing down the confusion. Oh, should I buy Bitcoin? Should I buy Solana? Should I buy Bitcoin? Should I buy Solana? Like, that's just confusion. Should I get married? Should I not get married? Do I want to be an engineer? Do I want to be a student? Do I want to be a teacher? Look at all the options. We have so many options. So for children and adults not to take time to define who they are organically, not what other people think you should be, There's nobody in my life that ever said Gary should be an artist. In fact, most people in my life have told me that I wasn't going to do any of the things I was going to do. Literally, they would bet against me. I don't know why. Maybe they just didn't think I had much of a chance. But I've taken some huge risk in my life that people are like, no, there's just no way you're going to make that work. Yet, moving into the not knowing has always been great for me. I mean, and this is what I'm doing right now. Like, I may be a little like weird today. I may be a little discombobulated, a la confused. I don't think any of you guys like me or respect me any less than I'm saying, hey, shit, man, I had a weird day yesterday. Probably needed more sleep. I had a weird week. I have a number of battles going on that I just cannot seem to end. Another reason for not getting involved with other people, because if you don't get involved with other people, then it's all your deal. Like you don't have but man, people can really let you down. And I'm sure I've let people down before, but it is it's for me, it is a great disappointment of humans' sheer interest in themselves and the ability for people to become so narcissistic and only consider their own little journey. And I'm sure I'm guilty of that at some level. But so it's just been one of those weird weeks, right? So where I'm getting to with, in fact, this always happens after I have one of these, hey, I would paint for 365 days. This is what I didn't get to last week that I wanted to get to. And I probably need to start making an agenda. So I follow a couple of people who said, dude, you're all over the place. Every time I have ever had one of these cognitions that are like, whoa, you would paint 364 days, dude? Like that's a real answer, okay? It's not, I asked myself, hey, if I knew I was going to leave this planet in 365 days, what would I do with the rest? And I said, paint. I mean, it was instant. Now I can deny that. I can say, why would I spend my time doing that? I've only been doing it a little while. I wouldn't spend the last 365 days of my life painting. I don't even know why the answer is that, but I cannot deny the answer is not that. Now, this is what happens. I established a primary goal. I established something that was very, very, very important to me. And as soon as I do that, I know immediately I'm going to be given 3 or 4 or 5 different other opportunities that sound really sexy and exciting. This happens every time. I've had this happen no less than probably 6 times. I finally get my shit together. I think about, okay, I'm on it now. I've asked myself the right question finally. See, getting to the right question is 99% of the challenge. Getting to the right question is 99% of the challenge. I really believe that. And that's why I have to, be in confusion for a while. Like just be in this tension. Okay. Like I have this painting up here and it was like, hey, are you just shooting dice? Like, is this all just random? Or can we actually understand that? And if it is random, can I roll with it? Can I learn to like, okay, I'm just going to be, I'm going to be the game. I'm going to be the game. I'm going to roll with it. I mean, I think I do roll with it pretty well. But when I have a cognition like that, what then happens is that all of a sudden, oh, I can buy a company. I can become the CEO of another company. There's a deal over here that I could get involved in. Oh, I have this other thing I could do. I could write a few books. I mean, it is amazing the shit that's come out of the woodwork. Since I was like, wow, it's literally spent 364 days of my life just in an art room painting. I mean, I really should do that because I keep saying it. Like, what would happen to me if I went in to hibernation and just painted, dude? Like, wow. Okay, a couple of people are making comments here. What the hell are you doing, dude? From AI. I did not launch a coin. Evidently, somebody's broken into my Twitter. Chill out. Like, I'm as consistent as the day is long, guys. I told you I wasn't going to launch anything. If I do, I'll tell you beforehand. But Gary's not going to have a meme coin called Gary. Okay, it's not mine. Don't buy it. Don't know what you guys are talking about. Somebody evidently is in my Twitter. Would really appreciate if you guys, instead of criticizing me and judging me immediately, if you actually would ask the question, hey, Gary, is that yours? And then two, why don't you guys call up or send a link to Elon and tell him, hey, Gary's been hacked. I don't take any money from anyone. I don't do ads and, get my damn name back or whatever. Can't even keep an account with Facebook or Instagram. 7 accounts on Instagram. At this point, didn't like him before, don't like him now. I don't care if it goes on Facebook or not. In fact, I care that it doesn't go on Facebook. Okay. So look, this isn't really about me. This is about everybody watching, right? We all need some place to go to church. And you got this guy up here talking about being confused and having issues and not always knowing what to go to. Well, how do I get back on the horse? If you think this is going to be easy, okay, if you come up with like, okay, this is the deal. I know what my deal is. And you think that's going to stick like super glue in 2 minutes, I have news for you. Okay, the moment you have that thing, like I knew it. I'm like, oh shit, what's going to happen to me now? I just had this bizarre cognition of deep desire, evidently deeper than I can even know that I have the desire. Why would I answer the question that way? I could have said I'm going to write. I could have said I'm going to go travel. No, I didn't say that. Okay. Network effect is that prayer is the answer. See, I think I am praying here. I think by communicating out loud, I am actually praying to the universe and putting out to the universe, hey, look, I want some really awesome answers. I don't really even care what the answers are as long as they are the truth. I want more knowledge, knowingness. That's what the knowingness. For instance, okay, what does knowingness mean? For me, I don't know why I'm here. What I do know is that I am most certainly supposed to be doing this right now. I do not know why I'm supposed to be doing this. I don't know if it's really helping many people. Part of me is finding it a very difficult ego thing for me to even sit in front of a camera and talk about church, and I'm holding the damn church. Like there's so many conflicting things inside me around doing this. Yet, okay, so there's confusion there. There's conflict. I don't want to do this again next week. This is a huge commitment. I feel like it's a lot of responsibility. And the responsibility is not what I'm saying. I'm not saying anything that could harm or probably not even help anyone. But what I do know, man, I'm supposed to be here, okay? And I don't have to know a lot more. Like, what am I supposed to do? Go check it out on Wikipedia. Hey, is it okay to have a Sunday church? Should I do a survey? I mean, there's 3,500 people in here. Do I need to do a survey? People evidently need, want, desire some space to go to, man. I do for sure. And I don't want to be um, exclusive. I don't want to be in any more exclusive clubs. Okay, not interested. I just don't want to be in any more of these. Hey, we're right, and everybody else is messed up. I'm done with it, man. The Jews, the Catholics, the freaking name one of them. Okay, I'm done with the organized religion. I'm done with the bullshit. You're right, and everybody else is wrong. We're all just human beings. Okay, like we are human beings. We are awesome. We have the ability to imagine and create. And then we got some hot shot running a church, running a religion that starts telling people that no, we're right and everyone else is wrong. Well, fuck you guys, okay? How about that? Go fuck yourself. This is bullshit, man. My God's not like I remember using the F word one day and somebody said something about, wow, man, it's really disrespectful to God. And I'm like, dude, if your God is so small, he gets offended by a 4-letter word like fuck, dude, I want nothing to do with him. Okay? Like, why would he care? Or she, or it, or whatever. Please. Okay? It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And yet, we do this all the time to people. We judge people by their human whatevers, their human frailties, their human, like, did George Patton have to be a great person to be a great warrior? Did he have to be perfect? Did anyone? Did Michelangelo have to be just a perfect human being to be a genius artist, or Van Gogh, completely mad? Living is, and again, I think I just decided that number 19 is going to be our worst Sunday that we've had this year. And I most certainly am in a bit of a state of confusion, and forgive me for that. Forgive me, but every time I'm making upward progress, okay, and I have the discipline to go through this. I have the discipline to say, I want. It's time for me to now make a move, improve myself. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like every now and then, I need to like up my game, right? Like, and it's not every day. I mean, about every 6 to 10 years, I go through something. Um, and when I say I go through something, I mean I go through a metamorphosis, right? I'm changing all the time. I think this is really something that no one's ever like told me, or I didn't really get it, right? Like, man, I am changing all the time. My perspective is constantly changing. And my perspective, And my willingness to communicate on that perspective continues to evolve. For instance, I'm probably a bit more outward honest, straight up, than I was 20 years ago. I was probably more worried about people, what they might say or do. Uh, I would love to be able to do a survey, actually, of how many people have decided they just don't want to do business with me or like me just because I've been honest. I would love to know what that is, because I think, is it 1%, 10%, 50%? If you knew that it was a really small number, would you even care? Like if you knew, oh, actually, people don't discriminate. People don't hold back. A few people do, and in my world, I could understand why maybe I feel like a lot of people are doing it, because I got some attention. But it would only take one or two really nasty people to give me the illusion that a lot of people uh, have been, shall we say, um, clip my wings when they had a chance, just because I was being straight up and honest. I look back today and I'm like, whatever, man. None of that's real. None of that is real. Okay. So Malibu Banks, I'm not sure why you would join a church when you think somebody's also pulling the rug and has to go to jail. You're welcome to go to another church, ma'am. I did not launch a coin. Please, this is Sunday church. You can talk about my business practices later, but this is Sunday church, and my Twitter got hacked. So if you want to put people in jail, put him and Grant into jail. Well, that's awesomely loving. I'm sure you have many, many facts that would give you the authority to make such a extreme claim. So I hope you are free. I hope you love everyone in your life, and that you give great latitude to all those around you, and judge not, lest you be judged, as a complete critic. So see, this is the kind of stuff I hate about social media. You guys need to do your damn research. It's so disgusting. I don't know who taught you to behave this way. Um, but for me, it's not cool. Okay. And when I was immature, I might do this, but it's not cool for people to just criticize and blast people when you don't have a clue what you're talking about. All right. If I can get back on track. See, this is where a guy like me can be get very, like, I can get off track real easy when I'm in this particular space, because I could get distracted by somebody like that, and then go. Like right now, I don't need to be distracted. What I need to do is break through the confusion of, oh wow, see, this is where this confusion is coming from. I had a cognition 3 weeks ago that was like, whoa, dude, that's heavy. Now, if you have one of these where, it might take you 10, 15 years to actually wake up and go, oh, wow, that's what I would do. I would paint every day. And then 3 days later, a deal comes across my plate. Another deal comes across my plate. Another opportunity comes across my plate. And I'm looking around going, well, none of this has anything to do with me painting. Every time. Once you clear the path in your mind about what you want to do, the amount of things that come in to those holes that you've created, it is amazing. It's like creating a vacuum. Do you guys understand what I'm talking about? Every time I've gotten this kind of clarity, other opportunities drop in, making it even more confusing. I mean, I think what I should do is not look at any of these opportunities and go chase the one that I thought 364 days painting. I don't know that I have the guts to do that, because some of the things that are coming at me are right in my wheelhouse, man. they're a perfect muscle for me. It's a perfect muscle for me. And so it's going to be really, it would be like me, I'm a tennis player and, oh, wow, another tennis game just popped up. I'm going to go play pool and become the greatest pool player. And then all of a sudden, all these big tennis players want to play me. You see my point? Is it a distraction, or is it, okay, there's just new opportunities pouring in because I got clear? These are the things these are the things I need to decide. This is where my confusion can come into, and how it can mess me up, right? And this is why I need to write. I don't write enough, and I write a lot more than most people, but I should write more. I mean, in fact, I'm just going to start writing in the morning before I leave my bed and at night, okay, for 3 minutes, only 3 minutes. 3 minutes, I wake up, grab my book, and I just write. I am Gary Cardone. I am whatever. I am a great teacher. I'm a leader. I'm an honest man. I don't care about people like Malibu Banks who've criticized me and made negative comments. Whatever, right? I don't even know why I worry about it. Well, I do worry about it if somebody's ripped me off on X and they're launching a coin. Like, apologies. Like, I can't help people wanting to jump on top of people and abuse them or use them. But I'm going to write. I'm going to for 1 month. Yeah, for 1 month through March 15th. In fact, through my birthday, March 21st, I'm going to write. It's just 1 month, dude. It's 1 month and 5 days. Let's do a test, okay? Who wants to do this test with me? 3 minutes before you go start your day, and 3 minutes at night. I am. Do some writing, okay? It's going to help me with my confusion. No doubt it's going to help me with my confusion, right? Like, I'm doing it right now. I'm getting less confused. I literally woke up this morning at 7 going, I don't even want to wake up. I most certainly don't want to do Sunday church. I got to tell you, the pain, not the pain, but what's the word for it? I'm disconcerted. It's just like bunches of things smashing together and not being able to make sense of all of them. And I think, for some people, they'd be like, wow, I'd love to have more opportunities. For me, I'm like, what if there's too many opportunities? Like the more you look around and open your eyes, I mean, there's no shortage of opportunities for me. The question is, what is the question? See, I think the question for everyone is going to be slightly different, or maybe massively different. Maybe I don't even know the question I'm asking myself. I just know there's more here than grinding out and launching meme coins that I'm not even launching and getting blamed for it. I look at some of this and I'm like, wow, what are people doing, man? What are people doing? What am I doing? Am I doing the right thing? See, these are the questions you and I should be asking ourselves. Am I being who I was supposed to be when I came here? Like, I think there's a reason why all of us are here. Oh, here's a good one. Why am I here? Okay. Why am I here? Why are you here? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Like, are we doing something, or are we just burning up a bunch of time? Are these are these social media sites, just like TV in the 60s, where nothing really happens, but we act like we are? Most certainly something's going on this planet right now. Okay, like, talk about confusion. You have a new administration coming in that's like, we're going to break everything up because it's all broken. I agree. I concur. Break it all. I'd start up. I think the only way to fix all this is start over or do it from the outside and measure the outside against what the inside's doing. But the confusion on this planet right now, I mean, we have Macron, the French guy, who's like a fleckless leader, in my opinion, a limp leader. He's now the head of the EU. He's calling an emergency meeting in the EU because he's so freaked out over Trump and America. Like, like everybody's going to become the Trump America that, like, we are getting back to being who we really are, and the world wants us to be American again. When I was in Europe, they loved me in Europe. They loved me because they were like, dude, you are a Yankee freaking doodle. They thought I went to bed with 6 guns on my side. They loved the attitude. I can do anything I want. I can succeed. Life is awesome. Nobody can stop me. The Europeans, the Chinese, the Japanese, dude, everyone loves this attitude. And this attitude, we should really, 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 really go like nuts on this attitude of creation, building things, expansion, freedom, peace, without hurting anybody. We don't need to hurt anybody anymore. Like, I don't get it. Like, I like really, 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 really don't want to hurt anybody anymore. I'm so angry with the way our tax dollars have been being dealt with. Now that we know just the sheer amount of crime, the amount of knowledge we have today, nobody can look at us now and go, wow, you feel like you're committing a mortal sin to pay your taxes, because now they're being used to kill people, enslave people, drug people. It's going to be a very interesting tax year. If you have any ethics whatsoever, it's going to be an interesting tax year, because I don't know how you or I can sign that. Here you go. Here's 30,000 or 3 million. Use it like you want. Go kill some more people. Teach children that they can cut their penises off and grow breasts and become girls. Let's enslave some people. Let's get some ketamine and fentanyl in here. Let's just drug the fuck out of everybody. 92% of all the opiates in this country, in the world, were used by Americans. We have the largest antidepressant drug use in the world. We use 5% of the energy, and we're 2.5% of the population. It's no more than we use like 15, 17% of the energy, and we're 5% of the population. It's ridiculous. Okay, like we're just hedonist consumers. When we, like, imagine if we were all teachers, everybody teaching everybody, right? Everybody from the age of 6 studying the fields they want to study, not the fields they're told to study. Spending 20% of their day learning how to do things with their body, physical things, then learning how to do things with their mind. Like, wouldn't that be cool? Okay, we start school with PE. We then move to education, and then we move to, hey, let's do some work on the mind and who we are as human beings, on the being, on me. Okay, on me. Like who am I? I mean, PE for an hour and a half, then class, some fruit, then class, 2-3 hours of whatever, And then, hey, who are you as a human being? Or reverse it. But what better use of time in school would there be than to say, hey, let's take some time to figure out who you are? There's a little Sally in there. Look, if little Sally came to this planet to be a computer scientist, it's going to be so clear in her writing, man. Now, if you don't believe that you come here, see, I believe I came here with a program. Maybe that's where we have to all get on the same page. I think I came here with a purpose. Now, if you don't believe that, well, that's different, right? Wow, there's 4,500 people watching this on X. That's cool. See these there's something happening here. I told you every time I come in here, you would not believe the pain I go through to start this. And not that it's any of y'all's problems. It's not your problem. It's my. But what I'm trying to share with you is, hey, if this looks easy, you're confused. It's not easy. It's really, really hard. It's very exposing. It is very exposing. However, I'm here right now. I'm like, whoa, I'm less confused than I was 45 minutes ago. Now, that is interesting. Not only am I less confused, but you can even see it in my face. I am more excited. Okay, and I didn't hammer so much coffee here that it's, can you see it? Can you see it in my general beingness that I am more clear than I was just a little while ago, man? Pongo, look, see this? Pongo says, love you, Gary. Now, I have no idea who Pongo is, okay? Love you being here, Pongo. Thank you. Pongo, one text, three words, offsets all this negativity right here from Mary Banks. Same story every time. Don't even know who you are, dude. You got no information on my same story. I don't even know why you people are here. Like, go join another church, man. Start your own church. Then Maze sits there and says, oh, why would Gary and Grant rug a pump fund for chump change? Great question, dude. Why would you think we would do that? And by the way, I don't see Grant's role in this. I didn't see Grant and I doing anything. Anyway, my point is, this one offsets all that negativity. So I want to say thank you. I only need one of those for 10 assholes, 10 confused human beings, 10 jealous, envious, bitter people that confuse two different human beings. You guys got to look, it's not your fault that I'm a twin, okay? But at some point, you got to figure out that we are different people, man. Quit smashing people together. You're showing that you're ignorant. You can't even judge two different human beings because they kind of look similar. Like, get over it, man. I bet Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss are really cool buddies together, but I think they're probably different human beings. They look different to me. They have different brains. So confusion. Oh, now, let me just notice something. What I did, hey, look, man, I'm less confused than I was a little while ago. Is that clear to everybody? I think it is. I'm less. Why? Why is it? Because I'm talking it through. I'm going, shit, I'm confused, man. Now I know why yesterday was confusing. That was my bad. Today, I'm still probably lingering with that confusion. I'm probably lingering with some of the new data I have. And where I'm going to get let down. Notice when I went up, when I got more excited, I said, I'm going to start writing 3 minutes in the morning and 3 minutes in the night. As soon as I said that, did you notice that I went up? Okay, I got more excited, smiled a little bit more, whatever. It's because I have a solution now. I'm like, oh, wow, just 3 minutes. I am a great teacher. I'm a great artist. Every morning I'm a great artist. I'm a great leader. And then I wake up and go, okay, Gary is programmed to success today. I'm programming myself. I am programming myself, man. Okay? I'm getting rid of the shit that's in my brain that's not useful. Dump old software. When was the last time you guys bought your new computer? Or are you still working on the computer you started with in 1990 or 2010? Have you not cleaned or upgraded your software? Of course you have. Why do you buy a telephone every 3 years? Beyond Apple just selling you shit, you're doing it to get new software. And you're also doing it to get rid of all the bloaty software. I mean, go look through all your photographs. There'll be photographs sitting in your database that literally you hate. Like they're not good, but they're just taking up yonks of space, right? So why would you not look at your brain the same way? Okay? Like if we ran our minds and our beings the same way the US government runs their businesses, we would still be storing all our images in paper form. Okay, in a file, in a limestone. I mean, we would literally need every one of us would need cellars beneath our homes to store all this stuff. Okay, but you and I have messages, rules, information sitting in our beingness that we haven't upgraded, gotten rid of, deleted, trashed since birth. We're living with shit and rules in our operating system. One, we don't even know what's there. All you got to do to find out what your operating system is, I am not. That is your operating system. Don't tell me people don't come to this planet popping out of mommy's boo-boo and they don't have an operating system. I most certainly believe that, one, I believe that the moment I am conceived is the moment of my birth. So I'm always going to be 9 or 10 months older than I claim to be. That would make me March baby. I'm pretty sure my parents did the Wookie Wookie somewhere in August or September. So maybe I'm really an August baby, you know. I mean, if I'm right and I see, this is the topic, right? Are we rolling dice in this life? And my theory is that I come to this planet with a program, a purpose. That's not dice. Could be random, though. Could be random when, where, and how. But I come here for some reason. Now, if I had no reason to be here, why would I have this itch? I've had this itch my whole life. Why am I here? I'm here for some reason, right? And yet, if I didn't have a reason, it's hard for me to believe that I would have this itch to scratch constantly. Like, why am I here? Why the hell am I doing a church? Who would have thought that? You would have told me this 3 years ago. I'd been like, no chance, dude. That's not happening. I'm not a public figure. Don't want to be a public figure. So I have some actions, right? What I do know is that me doing this I am thing is very, very important. I should not stop, actually. I should do this every day. 3 minutes in the morning, 3 minutes in the evening. I will commit to that. 45 days. I need everybody to commit to it, okay? 4,800 people go, okay, 3 minutes at night, 3 minutes in the morning, and we're going to recheck the progress. Now, what we did last week on the I ams is we discovered a lot of people that haven't even done this yet. Like, if you're just sitting in here listening, you're really cheating yourself, dude. You should ask yourself, if you're driving down the road right now and you're in Ireland, it's 4:00 in the afternoon and you're listening to this and you're not doing this stuff, and you listen to this thing 10 times, come to these church meetings, you are really cheating yourself, dude. This is not a lot of work. You should be asking yourself, wow, this cat gave me this information free and I didn't do it. Why? Why would I listen to something and then not follow through with that? And by the way, I've done this many times in my life. Listen to a coach and then not follow the directions. If I get a good coach, I have one thing to do: follow his directions and then watch what happens. It's try it, right? So if you have not done the I am and you have not done the I am not, I'd love you to post in the comments wherever you are, X, YouTube, or wherever, and just say, hey, dude, I haven't done it. Okay. I want to see the people that have not done it or have not done it consistently. The moment you admit, I remember stealing something in a store once. Couldn't have been 7, 8 years old, maybe a little bit older. Yeah, probably a little bit old, 11 maybe. And I stole some sunglasses or something. I felt so bad. I mean, dude, I made a decision. I ain't ever stealing anything ever again. And because it made me feel horrible. Okay. It made me feel absolutely horrible. And then, so when I hear people suggesting that I rug them, bro, I got zero tolerance for it. Zero tolerance. So what do we need to do here? We got Anthony in here talking about me stealing. Okay, Anthony, I thought we went over that. Judson says that's what weed does to the human brain. Get off of it. Here's an interesting network of, if there's no self, who are you? Yeah, see, like, there has to be an individual, unique self. I believe that. I believe this too. That's why I like doing nice things for people and not taking credit for it. See, just the little game that we play every week, where we have 4,000, 6,000 people showing up, and then we play this game of go out and be nice to someone. Yeah, yowzer. How did 40 minutes just pass, dude? Like, it's stunning. It's an hour now. This is why these spaces are really bizarre to me. I start them and I'm, feel like I'm quaking. And then all of a sudden I find an hour later, I'm like, oh, wow, this is cool. This is nice. People are mostly awesome. So confusion. How do I get out of confusion? 3 minutes before in the morning does what for me? It sets up a piece of discipline in my life, a very small trigger, 3 minutes, that I get to either have the discipline of being able to reach for my notepad 3 minutes in the morning before I go do anything else, or I don't have the discipline. Once I have the discipline to do that 3 minutes, I'm probably going to start thinking about, hey, what is my day going to look like today? My confusion is usually about my lack of discipline. Just I'm often not losing our video feed again. I must be having a lot of power issues here. Um, let's see if this helps any. I don't think it's going to help at all. Um, so my confusion is normally because I don't of not having an agenda, but it's not good for me. See, there's a part of me that loves not having an agenda, but quite frankly, I am better if I have an agenda and like bang, bang, at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., at 12, like very, very scheduled. It's not the way I like to live, though. I like to live with a kind of a loosey goosey. These are all challenges. We get to decide, okay, what are we going to, what's most important? Is it Gary needs to have total freedom? Or Gary needs to, really understand he's got a lot of capability, and because of that, it requires me to have a bit more discipline, or I can easily get off the track. I can. I can most certainly get off the track and do. And I got to tell you, I think getting off the track is important. Because if I don't ever get off the middle, do I even know that do I know that I'm off? This confusion, this dissonance, this human kind of emotion, how can I embrace it, dude? How could I embrace and go, oh wow, I'm feeling confused, then therefore I'm off track. Let me do some work. When I first started doing this, I had no idea we'd be doing this now 3 months later. Um, I didn't know why I was doing it. I still don't know why I'm doing it. I think I'm doing it. Well, I don't know why. See, I don't think you need to know why you're doing something. This is maybe the point I'm trying to make. Do I need to know why I'm here? Or is it enough for me to go, I don't know really why I'm here, but I know that I need to be here? Is it okay for Gary to not know and just to follow what feels like somebody's being pulled? I feel like I'm being pulled into this, okay? I don't know. I mean, if you feel that way, like maybe you need to go in the direction of the pull. If you're being pushed, I don't know how people get there. Most certainly, most of the people I meet are really, really good people, and all the people I meet are operating at suboptimal conditions. All I'm trying to do here is I want to be better. I want to have more clarity, more. I want to be more relevant and powerful. And by relevant, I don't mean known. I mean just relevant. Like I'd like to make a really positive impact on the planet. Most certainly don't want to hurt anyone. I can't sit here and complain that I don't have a place to go to commune when I have access to all these people, all this technology, all these people. How can I not come here? Okay, there isn't enough great churches on this planet. Like I would ask everybody to start a church, start a space. start a group on needling or health or whatever. This is a huge platform, huge ability for you and I to connect 8 billion people on this planet. I mean, I should have this thing translated in Indian and other languages, because like they don't have enough places to go to either. It saddens me actually that we in 30 years we've become really desperate, all alone. Someone made a comment to me one day. They said, "Oh," because I said, "Hey, I think I'm going to go buy a farm and a ranch and just live out in nowhere." And they're like, "Oh, wow, you're a recluse, man." I was in Los Angeles in the Hollywood Hills. Neighbors, you could spit on the neighbors. And I turned around and looked at this really rich guy and I said, "Oh, really? I'm a recluse, huh? Tell me something. Your 12 or $14 million house up in the hills. What's your neighbor's name? Or your next neighbor's name? Or your next neighbor's name? By the way, just give me one of their names. Give me their first name." They didn't know anybody. We are living reclusively amongst millions of people and trash cans. Like, it's bizarre. Okay, we're reclusive, jam right next to everybody, but no one's talking to each other. And that's uncool. I don't have enough great friends. I don't have enough great people in my life. I've not ever met a human being on this planet that told me he had so many friends that there was just too many of them, much less too many great, honest friends. They had their shit together. So if you know people who have their shit together, I'd go stick real close to them. If people don't have their shit together, I would stay away from them. That's why I hammer on people that are all negative, Malibu, whatever her name is. Get out of my room, dude. I don't leave. Go get some manners. Go tell your mom she failed. Go tell your dad he failed. They didn't show up. They didn't teach you any respect whatsoever. Like you people haven't been disciplined enough. You should have been slapped down like little babies. If I disrespected, oh, that's interesting. If I disrespected my elders the way I see people disrespect, they would have slapped me silly, man. Slap me silly. If you don't have respect for me or somebody else doing a bunch of work, I most certainly know you don't respect yourself. How can you respect yourself if you're jagging on me? See, this is what got me to do this bloody churches. And all you puffers that hate me right now, think I did something bad to you. Look, I made a rule to myself that if I criticize something, I'm going to go do something about it, because I'm literally saying, "Oh, wow, the system's broken." Well, if I can notice that the system's broken, why don't I do something to fix it? So this was me showing up Sunday. Hey, let's start a live space. Let's do Gary's church, and let's see if I can do any better than all these other churches for the last 50,000 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, can I do it any worse? My intentions are absolutely spot on. Okay. In fact, I may just have the intention of fixing myself, and you guys are just listening to this stuff. That would literally be the worst agenda I would have here is, "Oh, wow, I'm just basically doing $1,000 an hour therapy in front of 5,000 people and not having to pay anything for it. Don't even have to get in my car and go see the crazy counselor." These counselors are crazy too. Like, I've met with them. I have had probably 20 psychologists, psychiatrists, people that, are supposed to help. And I actually like many of them. I've had 3 friends that were deep, deep shrinks. And I can honestly say, and this is not to say that everyone's like this, but the ones I hung out with, crazy as loons, man. Crazy as loons. It does not mean they did not help me. Some of these people helped me, but crazy as loons. I think sometimes it's easier to help others than it is to help yourself. And most certainly, it's easier for some to help others and escape the need to look at themselves or help themselves. That really is sad, but it's very, very, very common. Um, and that's why I'm trying to do it this way. I'm trying to share with you not my pontification on what humanity should or shouldn't do, literally sharing my own experience. Like this is confusing for me. This is a challenge. Uh, I'm cool with not being perfect. I don't even. It would be so boring to be perfect if you really thought about it. And I'm so far from perfect. It's just stupid. It's just absolutely stupid. So 3 minutes tonight. I made comments about the day. I made comments about who I am, what I'm doing. I go to bed. 3 minutes before I get out of bed in the morning, I'm going to do the 3 minutes. Today, I'm going to get out, go get around other people and be nice to someone. Exactly what the rest of you guys are going to do. 5,369 people are going to do something nice for somebody today, man. And you cannot take credit for it. You can't take credit for it. This is one of the greatest hacks in life. I promise you. Okay. The vibrations on this planet will literally change if all of us do this. This is enough people now. Okay. I think there should be 50,000 people in here, and there will be. If you guys like send this to email this to your friends. Okay. They don't have to be on X. They can watch this on YouTube, listen to it on Rumble, LinkedIn, whatever they want to do it. But what if we had 50,000 people in here, man, every week going, okay, like I'm going to go do something nice for someone. Do you understand that like human beings deeply impact 7 people? One human being deeply impacts at least 7 people in their life. 50,000 people, that'd be 350,000 people, man, getting some juice, getting some love, getting some, I saw a lady, see, when you start doing this stuff, it makes your mind open up too. I'm at Walgreens the other day. I hate going there, but I was at Walgreens picking something up, and I'm having to wait for this lady who looks like all of her credit cards are expiring and declining. It's $30 or something. And, I wanted to tell the guy, well, one, they were taking a long time, which irritated me. 2, I was like, hey, I'll just pay for it. And I should have done that. I didn't want to offend her though. I didn't want to offend her. She was black. The cashier guy's black. And I was like, these guys are going to hey, this guy's rich. He's impatient. He's just going to pay the $30. I regret not paying that girl $30, man. She looked like she was really struggling. She was buying 2 boxes of tampons and some water or something. $30, man. $30 for 2 boxes of tampons and some water. It's really a shame. Okay. I mean, I looked at that girl and went, wow, she probably didn't have a dad, probably has a mother that's not really fully into the deal. She's probably now mommy. We have a lot of work to do, folks. Donald Trump and Elon and all these guys can do everything they're doing. But if we don't have basics, if we don't have people like you and me making significant, relevant changes in our life, just day to day, just the general be nice to someone. I mean, we've been in like the last 10 or 15 years of, well, you're a Democrat, so you're immediately an asshole, and I'm a Republican, therefore I'm rich and I'm an asshole. And like that's, oh, you're vaxxed, I'm not. Oh, you're in Europe, I'm not. This is going to be the next one now. Europeans against Americans. Europe is coming for America. I guarantee you, dude. Those 5 gray-haired people that nobody knows the names of, including Christine Lagarde, These psychopaths will do anything to destroy America now. Like they are full on, okay? Full on, scared shitless. The head of Germany, the head of France, the Italian lady's probably going to be a dissenter. That's awesome. Brussels, dude, you guys are crimps. Okay, total full on crimps, uh, antagonists, war criminals, bad. I'm going to be really critical. You're bad, bad people. Okay, nobody slams Europe into a general trash can and then dumps all the trash into all of Europe. No assimilation, no desire to, you know, have the metal trash and the paper trash separated. No commit, dude. You just smashed it all together. Didn't teach anybody any languages. Zero assimilation. No interest in assimilation. Not a penny spent on assimilation. You designed an entire continent to become civil war, civil terror, civil war, civil. There, like literally, Europe is not fixable at this point. You don't have any energy, you have no food, and you have a bunch of smashed together over 20 years, smashed together countries with uh, zero, zero assimilation, thinking that a piece of paper called the euro could glue entire societies together with massively, massively different religious and philosophical beliefs. The core beliefs on freedom are completely different. You guys designed this to be destructive, period. Okay. You're the enemy. You're not helpful. You're not helpful. You are actually causing the problem. So I'm calling Europe out as the great Satan of the 21st century. They will roll over and they're going to do anything they can to destroy Trump, Elon, and the whole movement, the whole MAGA movement. Now, I get really excited when I hear about these wars and fights. And this is when I'm like, okay, see, this is so good for me to do because I just realized, oh, wow, I become a liability when things become too calm. Like I like the action. I need a real big purpose just to keep driving me, driving. Oh, I have to do a schedule. So I'm just going to admit that I've been a little lazy. I've been undisciplined. I've had so many different things going on, and I'm not picking and choosing what is and what is not priorities. Most certainly, I've chosen this to be a priority because I keep showing up, even though I missed one of them. But I keep showing up and put a lot of time and attention to this. For some reason, this is really meaningful for me. Hopefully, it's meaningful for you, and hopefully, people are actually taking some steps. People are taking steps and using some of these ideas to improve their life, improve the life of their kids, their families, their everything, man, their space around them. I want more powerful people around me. So if you have just like, and you know who you are, okay, you just close your eyes and go, hey, is there more juice in me? Man, I get so much juice in me. It's unbelievable. Now, how do I tap into it? How do you tap into it? I think the way you tap into it is I am. If you can just locate in your beingness, okay, in your beingness, wherever you're, like my beingness is, it's not just this. It's, I kind of have a little aura, space around me. I can feel it. All I have to do is look in there and go, is there any more juice? Is there any more energy? Is there a spark there that I need to like put some fuel on? Nothing gets me more excited than somebody that's excited. Nothing gets me more excited than someone else that's really excited. And they can communicate that excitement. A little bit like Elon, he's a bit of a child, right? He looks like a little kid. He gets so excited. And it's like, I want to support that. It really looks cool. The joy of a young kid. If I can have that energy in any experience I have, whether it's on a first date, whether it's painting, whether it's a business, having this childlike excitement and energy. It is really, really hard for people not to get behind. I mean, it's really hard for people. I've never known anybody that can't get behind a lot of really beautiful, pure enthusiasm of what they're doing. I'm not talking about the entrepreneur that's like so crazy about his or her project that can't talk about anything else. I mean, somebody that's really, really enthusiastic and excited about what they're doing. What better role to determine and define in your life, whether you're 8 or 80, what better thing to do is to decide, hey, what excites you like a young child that you can really put all your energy, time, and power into? I mean, what better life? So I'm going to ask you guys to do the writings, 3 minutes at night, 3 minutes in the morning. Go be nice to someone today. And if you have not done the I am, okay, if you're not doing this, why? Then ask yourself, hey, have I accomplished everything I need? Am I sure I am? Because I have never met anyone that couldn't benefit from this exercise. Not the most advanced people. Okay. I have not met any advanced people. Okay. Everyone can benefit from this. If you're not doing it and you're showing up here every morning, I'm going to look at you and go, dude, why are you not doing it? It's incongruent that you would show up here and not do that. If you do it, I bet it's going to be easier for me to show up here. Ooh, I'm not blaming you, but I think everything gets easier. The bigger these rooms get, the more churches we have speaking the truth, I think the better we get, man. And it gets easier. We are the few. You are very, very, very small population of people that are willing to look at themselves. Really, really small population of people. So if you're here, you're not here by mistake, okay? You have the capacity to expand. I do believe that. I most certainly have the capacity to expand. I'm not done yet. If you're done, got it, man. If you're done and you know everything, you should start a space like this and educate people. Okay, I'm going to probably close up because people are telling me I'm still rugging. Yowzer, thanks for being here. Judson, thanks a lot. Kaylin, Smokey, Prometheus is here. PJ, Fort City, a bunch of guys here. Thank you guys very much. Jonah McGrath, Jennifer Selden, Adrian Martinez, Chip Mann, Magina, PJ Cower. You guys are awesome, man. Christine is in the room. Maze is in the room. Denny says Gary's a good man. Thank you, bro. I am a good man, okay? I am a good man. I haven't rugged anybody. You guys saying I'm rugging you, it's not my coin, okay? Whatever. There's 7.5 billion people on this planet. Most of them are just walking around clueless. In fact, we may find that the 300 million people that are in America may be the most clueless people because we have so much. You know, I think it's really hard. I think it's really hard when you have so much to have what really counts. It is so easy for me to go get in my 700 point or 1,000 point cotton sheets and kind of, you know, turn the AC down to 70 and I'm good to go. Most people, man, they're 40% of this world still cooks on wood, my friends. 40% of the entire planet every day cooks on wood. That means like you don't even know what it means. We're so spoiled. That means someone has to walk to the river and then walk back, find some wood, heat it, and then clean water. Well, now 3 hours have gone by, And how the hell are you going to make a living? You're just trying to get clean water. So we have so much work to do. I'm going to implore you, I'm going to beg you, if there's 5,000 people in here, 50 people, man, 1%, is that 1%? 50 people in here do this work, much less 500, much less 5,000. It's not my work, okay? You're going to read other books. You'll bring those books here. You'll share those books. It's not my work, dude. None of this is new. We don't need any more information. We need to do what we already know to do, which is program me, unprogram the bullshit and the lies, and reprogram myself to be a most awesome piece of energy. Just a wedge of powerful energy, man, impacting other people, making other people want to be better. That's a great intention, man. If you get in your car every morning, you start your car, push that button, go, I'm going to help other people become better today. I'm doing that today. You don't have to be perfect to help someone, man. You do not have to even know anything to help anyone. But helping people is going to create a really cool energy flow for you. Okay? And helping people when it's not easy is going to create a really cool energy flow. Sooner or later, dude, this energy, like I have been blessed with good karma. That like I will die on my grave going, look, there's a lot of things that have tried to attack me. They all end up losing because I have really, my intentions, not to say that I've always done anything, but my intentions are good. And it is the intentions, and I know the road to hell is aligned with good intentions. I'm talking about real intentions about trying to help and be a positive force on this planet. So I'm going to ask you guys to be a positive force on the planet. Help me, man. Help me, if 30,000 people or 5,000 or 500 get out of the gravity of humanity, it's going to be easier for me to also get out of the gravity. So let's all just escape this gravity that's sitting here. It's just here, man. It's really silly gravity also. Anybody that can help me with whatever the glitch is on Twitter, I would ask that you do that. If you're confused or angry about somebody named Gary posting a coin, ain't me. Sorry. Somebody said they lost $100. Dude, I told you guys I was, that ain't me, ain't gonna be me. If it is me ever in the future, you will get much advance notice. By the way, I don't know why any of you guys are buying any of these tokens. They're paper. So I don't really get it. Like, don't blame me for buying a coin. Blame yourself for being an idiot for buying a coin, because none of these are going to go up forever. They're going to go to zero. And it's ridiculous for you to think that you're going to make money just because somebody says pound Gary or pound Grant or pound Elon. I mean, come on, guys. If you're looking to make money, buy Bitcoin. Do 3 minutes at night, 3 minutes in the morning. Do the IM. You'll become wealthier than you can possibly imagine. I think that's a great place to end. Thank you very much. Love you guys, each and every one. I even love the guys that hate me right now, okay? I'm sorry for you, but I'm going to love you anyway. And may the week be awesome for you. And tonight, 3 minutes. Don't forget 3 minutes tonight, okay? In fact, right after this, you can start your 3 minutes today, too. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend 3 minutes before I even get up here, write down how great I am and how great you are. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great day. Enjoy it, and make sure you do something nice for somebody today, but you can't take credit for it, okay? God bless.